And we are back with another episode of the beloved Market Talk, man. Hopefully next week I ain't talking to y'all with a gas mask on in the front of some type of bomb shelter, because it's getting crazy. All right, like this war is like the main thing right now, okay? Because everything, all the markets, the economy, everything right now is being affected by this war that Israel decided to get us into. So basically, I gotta watch what I say here because I don't want to get blown up myself. Oil markets are all shaken up because of this war. We got Trump saying whatever he wants to say. The FBI director died, and he's going to say that that's good. He's going to say, he said, good. I'm glad he's dead. We got a lot to get into this episode here, so let's just get straight into it. But we had Jerome Powell speak as well. When he spoke, it was mostly him telling us that we're done. We might as well leave the country. Thing is not pretty right now. It's not a good look at all right now. But yeah, so Jerome Powell spoke on Wednesday. Basically, he was saying there was no job growth. The economy is, well, the inflation is sticky due to tariffs. The economy is not really moving, and so he just held rates, because if you cut rates, then they can make inflation even higher. And if you raise rates, it can make the economy not boom how it needs to boom right now. So it's like we're in a weird time, and then you got AI to count in too. So it's like Jerome Powell, that was his last meeting. He's in a very weird time for the Fed, for their dual mandate. This is a very weird time for them. Like, we got factors that have never played into the America's economy before that are playing into it now. So it's just a lot of stuff to worry about. But this war, man, it's like, what's the conclusion here with the war? That's my question. What is the conclusion? Because Israel, their goal is to get rid of Iran's whole government, replace their government with a pro-Israel, pro-US, pro-Western leader that can make a deal with them, give them oil, give them resources, and give them security that they're not going to get nuked or bombed. Because Iran and Israel right now, they're beefing because of the religious reasons, and because Israel, they just moved in a couple of years ago to the Middle East. So people don't really like that. They just moved in there and they just started bombing stuff and started taking over stuff and started saying that this land is promised to them. We're not gonna get into that because I ain't trying to get blown up myself. But what's the end goal? Because it's like Iran, like I said, the initial plan was to go in there, bomb them, replace the leaders, and everything will be fine. That was supposed to be done quick. Okay, that didn't happen. We're now here at this long, dragged out war over a couple weeks. Some people are going to say, oh, it hasn't been that long. Well, they only said 6 weeks. Okay, well, what's the conclusion? Because even if you end the war right now, how it is, Israel is still not going to be happy. Israel, their goal is still not achieved. They want to get rid of Iran's nuclear missile capabilities, and they want to get rid of their government because they don't want to get nuked. They don't want to have beef in the Middle East. They want to be the number one. So even if you end the war right now, you're just going to have a mad, revenge-filled Iran ready to strike again. It's just going to build up their nuclear program 10 times faster so they can get the job done. And if they wanted to nuke Iran, nuke Israel, if Iran wanted to nuke Israel, if that was the plan, then now you just fuel that even more. So even if you do end the war right now, just end it, there will still be beef in the Middle East, period. And Israel will not be satisfied. So we're going to get into something again. So it seems like every single time the Iran doesn't do what Israel or the U.S. wants them to do, they don't open up the Strait of Hormuz, they don't whatever, they don't listen to them, they just bomb them. The solution is just to bomb the Iranians more. That is not a solution that is working, because anytime you bomb them, it just strengthens their cause. Anytime you blow them up or kill them, it just adds fuel to the fire. That's not fixing anything. It's not done. We shouldn't even been over there in the first place. And what we should have did? If we did have plans of going over there and blowing up some stuff and changing some stuff, why didn't we secure the Strait of Hormuz before? Why didn't we put some stuff in the strait before we went and started bombing? We couldn't have did that. to make sure that this oil, we didn't think that they would use this one oil choke point as leverage. We couldn't have put stuff and put assets in that straight before to secure it. Like, we couldn't have done that. That isn't, does that, okay. Come on now, bro. Like, at this point, it's just, they're just at each other's necks, just warring for personal gains, bro. Of course, Israel saying, "Oh, Iran, they can't have a nuclear bomb. The entire world's going to be in danger if Iran gets a nuclear bomb." Yo, I don't know who killing more kids, but I know Israel is wilding. Okay, I know a lot of kids done died. I don't know how many kids Iran done killed. I don't know about none of that. But listen, I know they be doing some crazy stuff. But a lot of the stuff they got going on, it got to do with them and in their country. It don't got nothing to do with us. So I don't understand why we're over there. But what will be the solution? What will be the end goal here with this war? Like, even if you end it right now, Israel won't be pleased. So I'm scared that Israel may say, you know what, you don't want to respond to these bombs. You know what? Respond to this bomb. Nuke. They're just going to nuke Iran. That is definitely in the parameter of something that Netanyahu would do. Netanyahu doesn't care. He would definitely nuke Iran. So you don't want to open up the strait, and you don't want to stop your nuclear program, and you don't want to respond to these nukes, and I don't really want to send ground forces in because they're going to get slaughtered. So nuke. That's what's going to happen. That's probably what's going to happen. Hopefully not. And if that doesn't happen and everything just stays the same, nothing changes, and we just continue in this war for the next couple months, gas prices are going to rise. Inflation is going to go up. Everything is going to rise. Prices are going to rise. Flights are going to, like, everything is going to rise. Inflation is going to rise. So people are going to be, it's going to be a lot of unrest. It could be, depending on how bad it gets, it could be riots. It could be like looting. It could get really bad. So you need to prepare. Y'all need to lock in, get you some gold, because if something goes down, you can make something happen. All right. Investing right now, you need to invest, but you need to more so be getting prepared for the worst. Okay. Because this is real life. You should have been invested. All right. If you've been watching this channel for a minute, you should have been invested. Now it's time to get prepared for war. Okay. Because if they come to your front door with some craziness, you need to be ready. So stay locked in. Don't let all this distraction get in the way, but make sure you stay on top of that. Also, let's talk about Trump. Trump, he obviously doesn't know what he's doing in the war right now. He's all over the place. He's saying that it's good the FBI director died. He said, good. I'm glad he's dead. Like, who says something like that? Even if you don't like somebody, why would you tweet something like that? Like, it just goes to show you how, like, this guy just doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have a heart. And then the whole TSA workers not getting paid. His solution to TSA workers not getting paid is to put ICE agents at the airports. How does that make any sense? So instead of paying TSA agents, you're going to replace them with ICE agents. Does that make any sense to you? Bro, listen, bro. All I can say is, bro, stay locked in, bro. Focus on you, because this world don't care about you. It don't care. Like, this world, the government, they don't care about you. They're poisoning us through the food. They're corrupting us through the media. Like, it's terrible. So just focus on what you can do. Focus on building up your community, your kingdom, and your family, bro. Because stuff is about to get rocky. All right. Stuff ain't been right since 2020, and it ain't looking right. So make sure you stay on top of it. And I'll see y'all next episode, hopefully. Peace.